I just went to flip my hair and smacked my ear.
Oh,
And it hurts. I'm not good at being fancy.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to decode this for Andrew, and so far I've got this guy wants to go as Andrew for Halloween.
He just needs the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man suit. Draw a goatee on it.
I hate how Facebook sorts things nowadays.
Facebook's been messing up.
Sorts what?
Well, like every time I go to the Andrew Z page to share that link, the first thing that pops up is Andrew was live, and it's like a past podcast. I have to scroll down to find the one from today.
It's because he pins it. He's got the last. Hi, Larissa from Texas. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're staying safe.
Come on.
She needs condoms.
Who the hell's listening to us in Texas?
Larissa. She listens.
Did you not know that? But I mean, like, our reach to Texas is that's impressive, kind of.
She's from here originally.
Oh, okay.
There's not much to do in
It's not
Texas.
like she just picked us up in Texas.
Where in Texas is she?
Larissa, where in Texas are you? I believe somewhere around the Gulf Coast, if I'm not mistaken. I've never met her in real life, but we've been Facebook friends for like 10 years.
Jesus, settle down there, COVID.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's either COVID or she's got a D in her mouth.
Excuse me.
Stop going so deep.
Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, yeah.
Light is bright.
All right, today's show is all questioning Sugar about everything about her.
What? Why?
Have you ever? I love Sugar. I don't want to know any more about her than I already know right now. I feel like that might change I'm scared. I'm scared of what I'd find out.
Oh no, Gina. I'm more lovable the more you know.
Probably. I'm not, though, so you should be scared to get to know more about me.
You need new promo pics, though, Sugar.
My pick is literally perfect.
Okay, so Larissa's in Corpus Christi, and there was just that tropical storm that came through them. So I was. She said she's everything's good, just minor damage, and one of the piers washed away. Hi, Natasha. You guys should be saying hello to our friends.
I'd say
What's
hi
up,
to
friends?
I'd say hi to Natasha, but she's got a dude in her profile pic, and I just don't want to mess with that.
Okay, you just made it creepy.
That's what I do. Have you met me?
Why must you make things creepy?
Well, sometimes it's an accident, other times it's on purpose just to get you to say that.
Sugar, are you okay for real?
No, I'm dying from COVID.
I hear there's a cure. It's lizard blood and alien DNA or something.
That's
So
completely true.
I also read another article. Apparently, she preaches about homosexual terrorism.
I like her the more I hear.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of terrorist acts the homosexual population is perpetuating.
That gay agenda, man.
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Hey, show's about to start. This portion of the show brought to you in part by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. Harold Jaffe Jewelers, where Toledo gets engaged. Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn, the best damn popcorn in all of the land.
I need some of that.
Yeah, I know. And she has alcohol infused popcorn as well.
I don't need any of
sounds
that.
unholy.
On Monroe Street in Toledo. Jeff's hauling and cleanup. They haul and they clean up. They do both. And it could be
at the same time?
Or you can pick one. You can just say, hey, I just
We
want you to haul.
can't do this every day.
I just want you to haul, or I just want you to clean up. You could
It's
pick
only
one.
twice a week.
You could pick. You could pick one, or put them together in a package. And Gloss and Glam by Julianne, your Lip Sense distributor. Hit up Colleen because she wears all the Gloss and Glam by Julianne makeup. All right, let's do this.
And now, our feature presentation.
This was a real radio show. Sugar would have a cough button.
There's a cough button? That's fancy.
It's just a button that mutes your mic while you're holding it down.
Jesus.
It's time to wake up, Andrew Z. In the morning, yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Woo.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It is Wednesday, July 29, 2020, in the year of our Lord. From the
Unnecessary
Deal
religion.
Monkey Studios. Deal Monkey.
Hey, Cheryl Nelson.
Perrysburg, Ohio. I think it's Cheryl's birthday today, isn't it?
Happy
Yes,
birthday,
it
girl.
is.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Cheryl having a birthday. Chris Tiefel's here to celebrate Cheryl's birthday. Jake Dickey's here to celebrate. Southside Gina's here. And, of course, Sugar Vermont Toledo's drag queen is here as well. We're all here to celebrate Cheryl Nelson's birthday, everybody.
Andrew Z. In the morning.
Woo! Who else do you want to say hi to, Gina? Anybody else out there?
Well, yeah, we've been saying hi this
Oh,
whole time. You
good.
missed it, but
Well, if you guys tune in,
Natasha says she has some free masks to give away if anybody needs them. So, Natasha, can you put details on how to get a hold of you, or if you want them to inbox the show, or however you want to do it,
just let us know.
if they are in need? That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. And then what was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, make sure you guys hit isn't there a little button? I think when you watch the show, if you want notifications whenever we go live. So if you hit that button, that way you won't miss anything, and you even get a 5-minute pre-show of all those yahoos before the show starts.
Don't
Just
do
so you
it.
guys know,
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but they can hear us before.
Yes,
if you haven't watched before, Andrew can't hear us for the first
No.
5 minutes, and we're all talking about. We spend 5 minutes roasting Andrew.
I didn't
It
know.
is my favorite 5 minutes. I'm not going to lie.
Shut up, sugar.
But there's no cursing or anything like that. We totally pinky swear.
We totally don't say fuck ever. I mean,
Whoa.
Oh, what the fuck did you just say?
Whoa, Gina. Come on, it's a family show.
China.
It's a family
Speaking
show.
of that, did you guys see that clip of the Family Feud with the football player Bruce Smith?
No.
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 I forget what the actual question was, but Bruce Smith's answer was penis. And in the middle of reading the second question, he breaks Steve Harvey, and then Steve Harvey just goes, "What the F did he just say?" It was actually a really funny clip.
If I ever got surveyed by the Family Feud, like I'm just walking around the mall and the guy comes up and wants to survey me, my answer to every question would be penis. Just so that it's on the board.
Well,
That's
it only makes
one.
it on the board if it's up to the top 100. It doesn't mean it's on the board.
It's top 5 answers on the board, but whenever they go and do the last of speed round, isn't it? It's any one of them could be up there, or all of them, or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hey, gotta say hi to James.
Still penis.
To James Braddock real quick. He says, we've been doing the show now. This is, I think, almost our 70th episode. And it does really
Does that
well.
mean it's our 69th, our almost 70th?
Of course. Jesus.
oh my gosh, we're almost as old as you are, Andrew.
Are we? Is it really 69 today, though?
I'd have to look for sure, but I think, man,
Well, I think you'd know.
We should have had a heads up for this for Sugar's special episode.
Oh God, I feel
let's see.
special right now. I feel great.
Actually, this is number 69.
Oh my stars!
So-
This is when we intervene with Sugar.
Good luck.
On
My
the reason why
therapist
she's
tried
been
today.
coughing
She didn't get
today.
very far.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway, so this is episode 69. But what I was saying was that I guess I had to James Braddock, because James said on last episode that we did on Monday, he said, "Thank you, bro, for being here. It means a lot to us all. Love you, bud." So that was really cool of him.
Well,
to
that's
say that.
James is that was the one I talked about last week that their stepdad just died that we were neighbors and I grew up with.
Oh, I posted
So-
his GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's
on
that
the
had
page.
you posted because they were having a little trouble raising money for the funeral.
So sad. Anyway, your thoughts and prayers are with you, James, buddy. What else I want? Speaking of helping, Colleen, my wife. So yesterday, she gets she's laying in bed, and she's on her phone, and she gets we weren't doing it. She didn't sit on her phone when we're doing it. Okay, nice try. God, get your heads out of the gutter.
I don't need to know any of that.
Yeah, I did not need
Does,
that in my
doesn't,
brain.
word,
Hey,
word.
listen, it's episode 69. Our heads are completely not in a gutter.
Right, exactly. So she got a message and she handed me her phone to read it. And it said, "Hey, I know this is kind of weird and random, and you don't really know me, but is there any chance you could help me out by sending $20 or $30 so me and my hubby can get some food and necessities? I put a post on Facebook for people to possibly help. I was able to get $5 sent to me on Cash App, and people are willing to help, but I have no transportation at this moment, so it's kind of hard to find somebody that that is able to do anything. If you can't, I understand. I mean, it's pretty weird and embarrassing for me to be asking, but I don't have anyone else." And so then Colleen showed me a message. I'm like, "Well, what do you want to do?" She's like, "Well, I got to help her." I'm like, "You don't even know her." I said, "No," but she said, "No, but I'm mutual friends and you're mutual friends with her." So Colleen was kind of going back and forth with this girl, and this girl didn't even know that we were married. So she's like, "Oh my God, I love Andrew Z, blah, whatever, blah, blah." So, and then Colleen looked back on her post and said, "Hey, a couple days ago, I was like, does anyone know a food bank that's helping right now? Because, we're falling through the system and my husband's supposed to be getting a job soon, but, it doesn't start for a while and blah, blah." So it was like, she said, she felt it was a legit deal. So Colleen wants to go meet this girl and take her grocery shopping last night at like 9:30 at night. And I said, probably not a good idea. You don't even know who she is. I mean, I'm sure she's legit. Like, you think because Colleen's pretty good at vetting people. She thinks she's legit. So she ended up, I said, just send
She married you though.
Well,
That's kind of
Dang.
a hash in the.
no one's 100%. No one's 100% right. And so I said, just Cash App her like $30. So Colleen Cash Apped her some money instead of showing up. But she's like, I can't not help. I'm like, I know you got to help. So she ended up helping this girl. And hopefully it was for a good cause. And I said,
I don't know this girl, and I don't know anything about her situation. I don't know who it was.
Right.
But there is a couple of people scamming people that way.
yeah.
It's been going around. People have been posting about it. I don't know if she did it. I'm just
Right.
saying, just be careful. If you do, if a stranger inboxes you and asks you for money, and you have mutual friends, you should ask the mutual friends about that person.
Unless it's a Nigerian prince, then that's fine.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
Well, no, because he's got millions waiting for me.
Yeah,
So
I know.
don't,
So I
don't
don't mind
mess with my Nigerian prince.
Yeah, I don't mind giving him 30. He's gonna send me millions. I just need to cash this.
Oh,
check.
you only had to give him 30. I dropped a G.
Quit
There was a guy
bragging.
in Sylvania. There was a guy in Sylvania a number of years ago who got taken for his entire life savings with that. And I'm like, how do you still get scammed by the Nigerian prince thing?
Well, how do you even get a life savings if you are like that stupid?
How is someone not? How is
So
someone
true.
not taking it from you before now? Well, you got to. It's older people. They're lonely. They're not as wise. They're not as up on the stuff.
Okay,
they
yeah,
try-
I guess they're lonely
I'm gonna
and all
give
that
you-
stuff.
I'm gonna
But
give
the
you-
Nigerian prince scam has been Like, it's so ubiquitous that it's cliche now.
Well.
And they do it in TV shows. They make fun of it in radio shows.
But you said it was
everywhere
years
you
ago.
look.
But you said it was years ago, so maybe it wasn't as big.
Now, let
then.
me tell you about old people. Listen, they make these decisions because I secretly think that all old people are all high because they get the free Medicare. And I feel like doctors at that point are like, oh no, take 5 Vicodin. Like, what are you going to do? Get hooked, have fun. Like, that's like I secretly think that about old people. And I guess I just said it out loud, but maybe I
So
shouldn't
if
have.
I ever had was diagnosed with a terminal illness and didn't have very long to live, like they're like, you got 6 months. I'm trying every drug. I mean, I'm going to go down the list and check off because I mean, the only reason you don't is because of the long-term effects, right?
Right.
If you're
Yeah, I
going to
think
die
so.
in 6 months, no matter what, I'm getting high, all the highs.
All of
We're
them.
going to try new combos. I'm going to roll dice. I'm going to name each drug a certain number, and I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm going to do that drug and then the next hour roll the dice again.
Sounds
see
like
what
a fun
happens.
party game.
It does.
Well, it's funny because
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you I do some work for my buddy who owns a telemarketing company. So I sit here and answer the phones, and it's funny because it's mostly old people because they're watching infomercials. You know, regular people, we don't watch commercials anymore. What old people sit there and watch infomercials, and they'll call in and they'll be like, "Can I have your?" I'll ask them. So, okay, I need your credit card number. They'll be like, "All right, is it safe to give it to you?" Yes, it is. I'm like, what? Even if it wasn't safe. What was I going to say? Of course I'm going to say it's safe. Like that little reassurance, even though it could not be safe. Like I could write it
First
down.
of all, I wouldn't give you my credit card information.
Shut up.
Yeah, see,
I get it all the
I
time.
get just as upset when you're at McDonald's and you're in line and the person in front of you is asking the 15-year-old kid behind the counter, well, how are the McNuggets? Are they? Do you recommend them? It's a 15-year-old kid at McDonald's. What do you think he's going to give you the truth?
Who's
Like
ever?
he's going to be like, "Oh no, they're horrible. Why would you touch those?"
Who's ever asked?
That story is the biggest fake news story. That's
Oh,
bigger
no,
than
it
the
happens.
factor.
It happens
the
all the
story.
time.
Everyone knows what they're getting at McDonald's.
No, you'd be
Nobody
surprised.
is asking. Nobody's asking for the 15-year-old's opinion on what to get it. What
They
do
do.
you
They-
think of the nuggets?
They do it all the time.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you,
I've seen it
I'm
at
a big
every
fan of
fast
the
food
nugget.
restaurant.
Hold on, sugar. First off, no one
chicken
no one
nuggets.
orders something that they've never had at McDonald's. It just
I
doesn't
do all
happen.
the time.
You know, they don't wander off the. Oh, I think I'm gonna.
He said, "I do all the time. They only have 100 things. People, you've been there more than 100 times."
I haven't tried everything yet, though.
There isn't anything on there that someone that
They have
likes,
salads. Do I look
hasn't-
like I tried the salads?
Go ahead, Jake.
I mean, being in the service industry for all these years, I tell you what, nothing really angers me or frustrates me more when somebody does that when you're really busy. They're like, "What do you recommend?"
I know.
I recommend you pick something. God damn it!
Well, I'm sure it's usually women because women are the worst at making decisions. It drives me effing crazy because I'll be like, "Hey, Colleen, all right, I'm gonna go here. What do you want to get?" Just give me whatever. No. I'm not going to get you. I don't know what you want to put in your mouth. I don't know what your stomach and your taste buds are for right now. So you just need to
So
tell me what you
69.
want. It's so ridiculous and it drives me effing crazy.
Yeah, but how long have you and Colleen been together?
7 years.
How long have you been married?
Year and a half.
And you're saying that you have absolutely no idea what Colleen would want from
No
a
idea.
particular restaurant that you have been to I don't know how many times.
No idea. I
Stop
have no idea.
talking. Listen
Who?
to me.
What?
Women are so indecisive because the reason we say you just pick is because we're freaking tired of making all the decisions all the time, running the household, dealing with the kids, going to the grocery store, figuring out what's for dinner, figuring out what the kids are wearing, figuring out what you're wearing, doing all of those things. We do those things all day long. So we say to you, go ahead and pick what's for dinner, and you assholes are like, well, why don't you just pick? Because that's all we've been doing all day. So shut the fuck up and pick what's for dinner.
But you need,
End of story.
But you want to pick what
Gina,
goes in
you're
your...
on a little roll.
You need to pick what's going
Because
in your
no.
mouth.
No, that's not. It doesn't matter. We want you to make an executive decision. That's all. When Dubs asked me, "What do you want for your birthday?" I said, "I want to make not a single executive decision the entire day. That is all I wanted for my birthday. I don't want to make any decisions for this household. I want to be brain dead for the day. And you guys can't even give that to us for 5 freaking minutes that when we say, go ahead and pick what you want to eat."
Okay.
So,
Jake?
yeah,
You
don't
are
come
worked
for
up.
women.
You were just triggered.
And I'm the only one on the show. Well, Sugar's part-time.
Hashtag trigger.
Sugar's only part-time.
Part-time woman.
Part-time woman. Full-time
Sounds like
hoe.
a song.
Part-time
That-
woman. Da-da-da-da.
I'm a part-time woman, but a full-time hoe. Yeah,
ahead, Jake.
country gold.
So
I dig it.
I mean,
I'm
I
buying
get,
that album.
I get what
Yeah.
Gina's saying here, you know, where they don't want to make a decision, but then when we finally do pick, why is they always the follow-up question is why, or a statement is, I don't want that.
Yes, it's like here's the thing, and then they'll say I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that until you finally have steered them towards something that they really want. If you would have just said that in the first place, we wouldn't
Yeah, but
be
Andrew,
here.
your situation's a little bit different because what you described was you've already picked a place to get food from, and chances are it's a place that you have been with her in the past. Like, say you're going to Taco Bell. You know what she orders
No,
from Taco Bell.
I don't to this day.
Wait a minute,
I don't
Chris.
keep
You
track of
just said not even 5 minutes ago
Oh my god.
that you don't know what to order from McDonald's, and you
I
want
didn't say I
Andrew to know
didn't know.
what to
I
order.
said I never said I didn't know. I said I've witnessed people asking that question. I get mad in the drive-through. I'm in the drive-through, and the person in front of me is taking a half hour to make a decision. The menu's been the same since 1975. Just pick something.
That's not true. They took away the Arch Deluxe, and the Arch Deluxe was delicious.
It was.
Well, that was
so
so too.
good.
Cool on one
DLT.
side, hot on the other. Right? Wasn't it separate?
Yeah,
That was Arch Deluxe,
yeah.
right?
All your cold toppings were over here, and your burger was over here, so
Yep.
that your lettuce didn't get soggy. It was
Yeah, yeah.
brilliant. It was the best thing McDonald's did, and I don't understand why they stopped doing
That
it.
peppery
You know
bacon
they
and
can
the,
still
and the
do
brown
it, right?
mustard.
No, what do you mean they
They
can
don't,
still
they don't
do
have
it?
the brown mustard.
Oh, I didn't remember that. I just remember they had the hot on the hot and the cool on the cool. And the other thing that drives me crazy about this woman is she'll send a text message, and I posted this before. She'll be like, "Oh, OMG!"
Gina's gearing up.
She'll just put an OMG with OMG with an exclamation point, and then it'll be 2 minutes later. Then the rest of the message. No, dude, just send the whole message at one time. So she'll send 4 different messages explaining what she wanted to tell me instead of typing it out in one message and sending it
Yeah,
at the
but
same
how
time.
many times does she have to call your name before she gets your attention in the house? Same
Yeah,
principle
I got
with the text
nothing because that
message.
annoys me too.
Yeah,
Same principle with the text message. She sends the teaser to get your attention and intrigue you, so you're paying attention when the book comes.
So, by the way, it drives me crazy that you just send the whole message. Does anyone else do that? I mean, do you send part of the message? Like, oh God, I can't believe this. Okay.
Well,
what can't you believe?
I feel like
wait,
I do kind of cut mine up, but like because sometimes you like ask somebody a question or something and you see they saw it and you think they're ignoring you, but really they're typing 3 freaking pages. I'm like, maybe we could cut that up a little bit, paragraph, something. But now I feel like I have like a novel to read.
For older people that started texting when it first came out, it might just be a symptom from how limited you were, and you just got used to the limit.
Yeah, Colleen's a baby, dude. She doesn't know.
Oh yeah, I
that
forgot he
kind of
brought the
texting.
cradle.
Does anyone ever get sick of texting to a point where they're just like, would you just call me for God's sakes? Like, I'm tired of reading stuff.
Never. Now, my phone rings and I get pissed. I'm like, I know this
Yeah.
could be a text message. Why is anyone calling my texting machine?
White, are you saying this phone can be a phone too?
Not for me.
The texting machine is just, it can also be a phone. Yes, you can talk back and forth. Go ahead, Gina.
So you're the worst texter. Like, you're worse than you just described to Colleen. And you do it on Facebook too, so everybody's going to know what I'm talking about. Instead of putting a period, he hits enter and starts a new line. So instead of just like a normal 2-line paragraph, it's a whole
Like I'm
string, like
offended.
a-
Yeah.
Because
like a CVS
Like I have to
receipt.
click on see more, and I'm like, I don't want to. That's like a whole extra
It
click.
makes It makes me
Hey.
insane.
Because
In
every,
Andrew's defense, he used to use those typewriters where you had to like push it back over to start the next
Oh
sentence.
my god.
because every sentence is very important to me. So I
He
don't like.
That's
I
an
don't,
example
throws
right
his
there.
phone. He's like, type.
Blue.
what are you showing?
I guess I've never
That's one of your
even noticed
texts.
I've
Right,
noticed
right
it.
here. That's one of your texts right there. That's how they look.
that. I've
Every
never noticed
time.
that.
He'll have like one word per line. It makes me
No, it's not one word.
crazy.
It's one thought.
And then so I'll text him back in his format, and then I think it's funny, and he's like, "What's funny?" He just doesn't get it.
It's like your texts are like the marquee on the old strip club that was downtown on Monroe across from the gas station. It was a very small marquee.
Maryland's
so
on
they had to-
Monroe.
Yeah, Maryland's. It was a very small marquee, so they had to split things up. So like one time they had nude baby oil wrestling.
Wait,
And the message was nude baby oil wrestling.
Oh
But they
my
had to break it
God.
up to fit on the marquee. So the top part was nude baby, and then the bottom part was oil wrestling.
whoever did that knew they knew what they were doing. They were
Oh
so,
my
That's
God.
your text, Andrew. That's what your texts are.
Oh my god! dude.
so
What
annoying.
the
You
hell?
guys are killing me.
And I hate when he texts KK instead of K or
A
OK.
coworker that
KK.
does that in
I'm like,
emails.
no one texts that but teenage girls.
And
I don't
then-
understand. Are you
I
12?
was gonna say I texted that way as a
And
teenager.
then there was one time I hit one too many K's, and it was not a good thing. So you just have to be that.
Oh,
That's the other.
I'm sure you've done it to me.
That's the
He's probably done it on purpose because he likes messing with me because he tries to get me hype and he says the worst stuff to me.
We
So-
actually plan anything for this show?
I got a ton of stuff. Real quick, I do have to say hi to my good friends over at Glaze and Funnel Cakes, and
Shut up.
I think I'm gonna be out there Sunday with them, and making tacos.
Out
They wanna
where
make tacos.
Sunday?
What's his name again? I met him. I forgot his name.
How dare you?
I know.
Can I
Well,
tell you guys?
Hello,
so
I
sad.
put that funnel cake in my mouth and forgot everything in my life.
Hey, where are
I
the
forgot
funnel
where I
cakes going to
was.
be on Sunday? Damn it!
Where do they do that at? At the corner of what and what, Gina?
Oh,
What?
it's on Jackman, Sylvania, and Tremainsville.
Yeah, it's at the Werner's Corner, like
High
over there in
Point.
Washington Township.
Is that where they're going to be? Oh, and there's another truck too. I'm not to
There's a
interrupt
Dollar
his, but
General
I
there.
hope they're going to be there too because I haven't had.
Well, he changes
There's a
them up.
newer one.
He changes them up though. So,
Oh, okay,
but
because
this,
there's a newer one called Mud City Barbecue that's super good, and they were
Really?
out of greens when I was there last time. So I think it was green. So I want to go back and try it again.
Wait, this is tomorrow. When is
Sun-
this? What?
Sun-
What?
Sunday,
When?
Sun-
What?
This Sunday. This Sunday.
Oh my God, you guys!
Oh my
That
God.
sounds
Sugar,
delicious.
have you ever had the
Come
glaze
say
and
hi.
funnel cakes?
No.
Come by on Sunday, girl.
I'm
Never had a
literally
funnel
craving.
cake outside of a fair.
No, I'm craving like donuts and funnel cakes. Let me tell you a horror story. American Horror Story, season 35.
Okay.
I went to go to Holy Toledo because I've been like liking all of their Facebook posts
Mhm.
because like they have all these delicious donuts. There's like pictures of them,
Mhm.
and like today I was like, oh, I think they sell out early. I'm gonna go early and make sure I get a donut. So I get there at 1. Turns out they close at noon. Like my 1 p.m. being, oh, I'll get there a little bit early in the day. It was like
That's not
closing time.
early in the day at all.
It is in my Corona days, pumpkin.
I don't know. I don't know if you know this,
Sure,
but that's the afternoon.
No, I don't think so. I
Sure,
drove
sure, sure,
all
like-
the way to Holy Toledo, and I didn't get any donuts, and
sure, it's like
I'm
I-
still pretty shook.
I wanted to get up before the crack of noon, and it didn't happen.
I'll tell you, I did wake up
It's
at
still
9,
sad.
and then I fell back asleep.
I think to be honest with you, I think Holy Toledo donuts are a bit overrated.
What?
And they're over.
I've never
they're,
had them.
They're overrated and they're expensive.
God, they're so good.
but
They are expensive, but they fucking
They're
good.
expensive. They're expensive. And
So
they're like,
what's the best
'cause,
donut?
like, they'll put bacon and stuff on it. Like they'll put like
Dunkin's.
they'll put bacon and
Dopey.
bacon, but the bacon's like it's not fresh. It's bacon's probably been a couple
Mama
days.
season, mommy.
No, it is
Yeah, Mama
fresh
Caesar's really
bacon.
good. No, it's not. Because
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
It's like chunks of fresh bacon.
It's not fresh
Yes,
though.
You're
it is.
ruining Sugar's life right
All
now.
right.
Hey, are these the guys who
Like-
do the grilled cheese with the donut?
No, that's Tom and Chi.
No.
We don't have a Tom and Chi.
What?
anymore.
Where's that at? What's going on? What? You just blew my mind.
They-
Where?
They took it's called Tom and Chi, and they take a glazed donut, cut it in half, and
What?
they use that as the bun for a grilled
What?
cheese. Yeah.
Is that in Toledo? Where?
No,
what?
it
What?
closed. It wasn't Mommy.
Oh yeah,
God.
are they not there anymore?
No, they're not there anymore. Go ahead, Jake.
One of the
Oh my
one of the
God,
places
you
I
just
used to
got me
work.
hyped and doesn't even exist.
Go
Well,
ahead,
one of the places I used to work would do a donut that had pulled pork and coleslaw in it.
What?
Yeah. Oh, and
I'd try
it was delicious.
Jake. Yeah, I'll
I mean,
try.
cornbread's kind of sweet, so I mean, you eat that with your pulled pork and your coleslaw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was,
God.
it was a
I'm
glazed
so
donut, but it was
sad.
barbecue sauce, coleslaw. Oh, it was good.
Speaking of food, I'm trying to eat healthy this week. And
I'm
I
not.
swear to God, dude.
It's a great conversation
I
for
know
that.
dude, it is a meal by meal battle. Like when you're trying to eat healthy, every meal it's like you have to really like every 4 hours it takes willpower to not want to just eat unhealthy. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
I ate a
That's hard
salad
on you in the
yesterday,
streets.
and I ate a salad yesterday, and I woke up fat still, and I'm pissed. I don't understand.
I know.
False advertising.
Dude, I hate when that happens. Like you'll eat one day healthy, and then you wake up, you're like, I feel like I lost some weight, and you get on the scale in like a quarter pound or no pounds. You're like, no, it was a whole day.
Or you gain.
yeah,
that's the worst.
That's the worst. Speaking of which, have you ever had the Himalayan pink salt?
I got some in my cupboard
Yeah.
right
Do
now,
you?
actually.
Well,
Yeah, so do I.
I have a friend that uses that for deodorant. She rubs it on her armpit.
What?
No, you're lying.
So your friend smells.
yeah, right.
No, it's a
So you have a
it's a
stanky
bar
friend.
of it's a bar of Himalayan rock salt, pink Himalayan rock salt, and you rub it on your armpits instead of deodorant.
Oh, I'm confused.
Oh,
I thought they were
sir.
saying it was a food.
Well, Trader Joe's was big on this, and like all the millennials, they all love their Himalayan pink salt. But this blew
I mean,
my
I'm a
mind.
millennial here. I've never even heard of it before.
Well, not millennial. What's the generation that goes to Trader Joe's? Maybe it's not millennial.
Yeah, it's definitely millennial.
Zennial.
Yeah, well, it's not zennial. That's like
Zennials are 10.
yeah.
It's millennials.
Isn't okay. So anyway, Himalayan pink salt. This is the thing that interests me, is it's because they sell it because it's supposed to be healthier than regular salt. It's a healthy salt alternative, but it turns out it's not more healthy than salt, and it's not even from Himalayas. It's not from the Himalayas.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen a pink mountain.
Next, you're gonna tell me that the Klondike bars aren't even from the Klondike.
Oh my God, I want a
Can't
Klondike
believe
bar.
this.
Go ahead, sugar.
Yeah, but what would you do for a Klondike bar, Sugar?
No, baby.
It'll be faster to list what she wouldn't do.
Right, and then basically nothing. So, oh my God, I had a story about salt.
Go to church.
Go ahead.
So you know what is more delicious than regular salt and healthier for you
What?
is MSG. And I know you think I'm crazy.
Not
No,
healthy for you.
Well,
Because
MSG was bad for
researched
you.
This. No, that was fake news. It was like the diet fad of its time, apparently, and it was like how everybody says they are. What is that thing where you're allergic to the glutens?
I thought Chinese restaurants use MSG.
Bad
That's
diet.
terrible for you.
No,
always ask for
it's
extra
fake
MSG.
news. It's not terrible for you. That was fueled by xenophobia.
I think you're fake
and
news
some fake
right now.
news. No, look, and like you use MSG and it's so good.
No, I didn't even know you could like.
Google it.
Can I sprinkle some
Google
more
it,
MSG?
I'm telling you.
I thought MSG just came in the food. I didn't know that you could like sprinkle it on.
No,
like,
it's salt substitute. It has like a third of the sodium of regular salt,
Have you-
and it brings out umami flavors. I know what I'm talking
this
about.
this might be too old school. Well, it won't be for Andrew, but it might be for you guys. Do you remember Accent? And you put it on meat. It was a flavor enhancer.
Yeah.
That's MSG.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I went
It's
through
what makes Cool Ranch Doritos so delicious. I did a lot of
I went
research on
through a
this.
phase in my younger years of putting bacon bits on everything. Like, absolutely everything.
All right, we're gonna take a
Like
break.
your
We're gonna take a
donut.
break. We're gonna take a break, and then we come back. Gina is gonna look at the comments and give shout outs. So we'll do that here in a second. This portion of the show brought to you in part by Extreme Class Limousine. Toledo's limousine service, limo guy. He's a grocery guy, and he's also He's also the guy that will get errands done for you. If you're still not wanting to go out, then use Extreme Class Limo. And I would probably recommend doing it. Look, here's the thing. We just, I don't like talking about this stuff, but we just now have had more hospitalizations in Ohio now than when we were in the worst part of the pandemic. And
Yeah, like what's going on, guys?
And today, Dr. Fauci name-checked Ohio and said we are on the red line for, or not, I don't want to say red line. We are in the danger zone for
Resurgence.
Resurgence. Thank you. And so we'll see what DeWine does tomorrow. He's supposed to have some big announcement, but we are not doing.
Are we going to do bets?
We can. I know for sure. I think they're gonna close bars at 10 or 11 o'clock.
Which one of you MRFers is not wearing a mask?
No, I am. I wear masks.
Call yourself out.
I have to wear them every
leave the
day.
house. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's not good. Things are sliding backwards, and we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, DMX Lawn and Landscape.
I don't have the energy for the song, guys. I'm
All
pretty
right.
depressed about those donuts.
DMX Lawn and Landscape is your place. They do lawns and they do landscape. They do them both. RCI Interior Designs, residential, small commercial, senior living interior designs. And Memorable Lights, bringing your memories to light with 3D lithophanes, which are photos seen through light. They have night lights, cube lights,
Coming
soon, lampshades.
Okay, so I'm curious. Do these people know that you're still doing these ads for them?
What do you mean?
Or,
Of course.
or
Yeah,
did
they
you,
stopped
just,
paying months ago.
Yeah. Or did you just pick random businesses and these are going to be our sponsors?
Oh, MemorableLights.us. They're a real business, I promise. All right, Gina. What do you have there in the old comments section?
Well, basically, just everybody agrees with me about everything in life.
Maybe we should have someone else checking.
I'm sure there's at least one that
actually-
agrees with me.
Actually, they, of course, all the women agree with me on the restaurant stuff and the decision-making stuff. Mariah agrees with me that MSG is meat tenderizer. Have you ever been to the Male Pouch Saloon?
Love Male Pouch Saloon. There's two of them in
I've never
Hasbro.
been.
I'm
What?
sorry. What?
There's
I-
one.
very
Georgia
interested.
said if you want a good burger, go to the Male Pouch the Male Pouch in Swanton.
Yeah.
I think it's called the Male Pouch Saloon.
Is
It
this
is.
like
I've
a
been wanting
male
to-
strip club that serves burgers?
No, it's a nice
Oh,
restaurant.
I thought it was like a male Hooters. I was
Male
like, this is
pouch.
hot.
It sounds like
Yeah.
a euphemism.
The
You know
I
a
think
male pouch is? It's not your fat ass belly, Tiefel. It's a
they used to
it's a
carry
pouch
mail
to
in.
carry mail in, like the old school.
Oh, male, MAIL.
Yes, Male Pouch
Oh.
Saloon. And
You weren't clear on that.
and I think that the original location in
Haskins.
used to be a post office. I think that's why it's the Male Pouch Saloon, but I'm not positive.
Oh.
And then their second location
Well,
is
Andrew,
in
we
Swanton.
should go.
It's a very good food. Their second location in Swanton, and the same owners own the place with all the fire engines now on Airport Highway that they just opened.
Oh, I want to go there too.
I do too. I want to check that place out.
What is it?
What's it called? I think it's called Fireplace. I don't know, firefighters or
Fire
something.
Fire
Station, Bar and Grill.
engines?
Thank you, Fire Station. Jake knows all the restaurants. He's the bartender.
Well, see, here's the thing. Male Pouch, the Male Pouch Fire Station, and the other Male Pouch Saloon. The menu is now been designed by Jeff from Benchmark.
Oh, okay.
So, Jeff's kind of controlling them and designing their menus and stuff. So,
Yeah, well, yeah, good food, and it's one of the quality restaurants here in town. How are we always talking about food? I don't even understand what's going on.
We are the
right now.
fattest
You guys don't
show
even
on
know.
the air anywhere.
hey,
Like
speak for
literally,
yourselves.
I got Jet's pizza delivered right before the show, and I was gonna try and pretend I didn't know it was Wednesday. But I have this pizza just staring me in the face.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
They have a cauliflower crust pizza that's amazing at Jets. So good.
Ooh,
Oh
so
god!
delicious.
And their homemade ranch. Jesus, I gotta go, guys.
So my 2-year-old is running around unsupervised. Oh wait, Kathy's here. So my 2-year-old is running around unsupervised, but it's so funny because she's really talking a lot now. But a lot of times she gets so frustrated because she wants to see, she knows what she's saying. She knows what she wants and she knows what she's saying, but the words coming out don't make sense. So we don't know what she's saying.
It's like Chris talking
Sounds
to a woman.
exactly like you.
Shut up.
Hey, she knows what I'm saying. It's why they know me by name at the courthouse.
So when she's saying these words and we're not doing what she's asking us to do, she's getting more and more frustrated. Like she's getting angry because we don't know. And I feel so bad for her because she's obviously communicating in her own way and knows what she wants, but we just can't figure it out. And I feel like I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could help you, baby. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's so sad. I don't know if anyone else has ever gone through that as a parent, but anyway, also real
But
quick,
just as your friend.
Nah.
Lido Lanes is coming down. Did you see that on the south side? That's like a traditional south side thing. Lido Lanes is no more, I think.
I haven't been down that way, but I live right by there.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised if any bowling alley survives this.
Why? Why can't you skip lanes?
Well, this Lido was done before Corona.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, it's been around for a long. Everyone's got like a Lido Lanes memory that lives on the south side, but
I remember driving past it, but I never went in.
My sister held one of my nephew's birthday parties there.
in the basement.
No, in the lanes. We
Oh.
bowled, and even then, I was in there, and I'm like, "This is pretty depressing."
I remember Corey W. King.
Happy birthday!
Our friend Corey W. King used to do comedy shows down in the basement there, and we would
I can just imagine what the basement looks like after being.
It was actually a pretty nice little area.
Yeah.
They have they had a bar, and I
Yeah.
mean the drop ceilings had water stains, like you know what I mean.
yeah,
But
typical.
it was actually a decent little area.
Yeah. No, it was, but it was pretty interesting. Hey, I do want to talk about this. So yesterday, I was watching. There was a special on ABC. I'm a huge Regis Philbin fan. Regis from Live with Regis and Kathy Lee and Kelly and whoever, and he passed away over the weekend. And I was watching a special on him, and I actually cried watching the special yesterday. That's not funny, Sugar.
I'm sorry, I don't know how that came out.
Regis was top Regis in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
I did just picture you crying and giggled again. So that is why.
That's so rude. Regis is a national treasure. Absolutely. I mean, he was one of our links to
Why? Because never mind. I'm not going to do the joke. Never mind.
the first. He's one of
The Nicolas Cage movie.
He was one of
No. It was like he was a national treasure, and I was about to say why because he's getting buried.
Oh.
And then I was like, damn, that is just way too soon.
I'm not going to do this joke, but hear me sneak in. This
Yeah,
joke.
hear me sneaking in.
yeah. That's a shady way to get it in, Dickie.
That's what she said.
I don't know what, man. I'm going to punish myself after the show for that one.
But this one really got to me because I feel that I'm part Regis all these years.
Oh, do you?
And I do. I really do. So I guess because he just, I don't know. Anyway, is there anyone that you didn't know that really got to you when they passed away that you had never met, but you just Regis is one for me for sure that got to me.
I feel like that's
Dolly
just
Parton
because
better live forever.
I feel like it's just because Regis
Seriously.
is your age. It's always hard when they're your age.
Yeah.
You.
he
What'd you
hates
say?
me so much.
Go ahead, Jake. You got one?
Robin Williams.
Really?
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
that and also
devastated.
Ryan Dunn from Jackass.
Who?
Ryan Dunn from Jackass when he got killed in the car accident was completely unexpected.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't help it. All right. Tiefel, go ahead. What do you got?
We were talking about him earlier, John Ritter. Those first couple episodes of 8 Simple Rules when they were dealing with his death, I did shed some tears.
Wasn't that a post on your Facebook page?
Yes, and it
John
comes back.
Ritter.
It works.
Was he in Three's Company?
Yes,
Yeah, he was Jack Tripper.
Jack Tripper.
Yeah, okay, I know who that is.
Come and knock on my door.
He was also
He was the dad in Problem Child. Damn it.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, dude, we got a couple.
There you go.
We got a big fan club. We got a fan club right here on the show.
Robin Williams was it for me. Like I was sobbing like I knew him. Like I felt like I lost my friend.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that way about Robin Williams. That was a big one. What about you, Sugars? Anyone that passed away that you were like, oh,
I'm trying to think.
that hurt?
but
One that hurt, like just really hurt.
I was trying to think, but
know.
that pizza was right there.
I know. Honestly, I like maybe Anthony Bourdain.
Yes.
But, like,
oh my
that's
God, that one
rough.
got
Yeah.
to me. Yes, that was a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
had a good death.
What?
But that wasn't a good one.
I mean, that's a good call because that one got to
Terrible.
me as well.
Oh
God.
my.
You
Oh
could-
my God.
I-
Anthony Bourdain. Ah, good.
just because Anthony Bourdain was so real, I think the more real
Yeah.
the more real they are, then the more that it hurts. Yeah, for me anyway. If anyone else has one that they want to throw out there, but
You know,
Princess Diana was one.
One that hurt me after. I wasn't a huge fan because I don't do Fast and Furious movies. I only watched like one of the 18 they made.
Mhm.
But when the more I learned about Paul Walker after he died, besides that he's just beautiful.
Yeah.
He was an amazing human. So like the more I learned about him, the more sad I got about his death because he just did so many great things. You know, when he went on these missionary trips to third world countries, and I mean he was just an amazing dude.
Yeah, he didn't. I like I said, I'm not
I
a
think he was
fast.
killed by the CIA, if I remember correctly.
I don't think he was. I wasn't a fan. I've never seen a Fast and the Furious movie, so yeah, Paul Walker didn't do it for me at all. But
He did
We
it
have
for me.
some,
He was a
comments.
biscuit.
he
He
was-
was a biscuit. That is true.
So was Anthony
Um,
Bourdain. Oh my God. That man.
Cheryl
He had that
says,
deep voice.
Pick a lane, sugar.
I'd choose all of them.
You can't be like Paul Walker's the biscuit and then switch to Anthony Bourdain. They're two entirely different dudes.
Yeah, there's
that
Yes,
attract
I
different
can.
women.
nothing in common
Well,
at all.
That's fine. That's the same as like I think Dubs is the most handsome man on the face of this earth, but I also, think other people are sexy that don't look like him. Like he doesn't look like The Rock. But I'm weird though because I think The Rock is sexy, and then I also think Kevin James is super sexy to me.
I thought she was going to call
Isn't
it Drew
that
Carey.
weird?
I agree with you. Go ahead, Jake.
Who's that? John Cena. He could break me in half. Yes.
Speaking of wrestlers, if Denny was on the show, I bet his pick would be Owen Hart when Owen Hart fell in the ring and died.
Yeah,
That was sad.
What?
it was.
Cheryl Nelson says Michael Jackson and Princess Diana. That was hard too, but I was
Yeah.
pretty young for that one. But it was sad.
Not Michael Jackson. You weren't that young.
No, well, yes, I was. First of all, second of all, I was talking about Princess Diana.
Michael Jackson, and then
Chester-
Prince is another
Chester
one.
Bennington.
Who's that?
I don't know. I assume Chris knows because
I
it's
don't know.
Georgia's. No,
Chester-
Georgia, we don't know who that is. I'm sorry, you're sad.
What's the name?
Is that a Harry Potter thing?
No.
Who's Chester
I'm
Bennington?
looking him up. Chester
Everyone's-
Bennington.
I've never.
Oh, he was the lead singer for Linkin Park. Okay. I know who he is now that I
thought
see
that was
him,
Fred
but I did
Durst.
not know him. And then
It's not Fred
and then Naya Rivera.
Oh yeah, that
was
was
sad.
really sad.
That was
That
really
was,
sad.
it was that one was sad, but not because it was just a sad circumstances. But I don't know how you could be like that attached to her. She was only in Glee for a couple years, seasons.
First of all,
I
only
think the
Glee-
circumstances and her age. She's just
Yeah.
so young.
No, that's
and
true.
her little boy was fine. I think that was
sad.
rough.
That was
Yeah.
rough. That was
Glee
rough.
wrote checks that Lima refused to cash. I was like,
Seriously.
I went to Lima for like the first time ever after having watched the first season of Glee, and I had certain expectations of this city, and they disappointed on all of them.
Why was the school based in Lima? I watched
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the seasons religiously for the first 2 or 3, and I did not even know that it was in Lima, huh?
I didn't know it either.
So did you?
Um,
So you went there like hoping to see like people dancing in the streets, or what did you?
No,
what were
no,
you disappointed
like-
by?
Glee gave the impression that Lima was a town
Uh huh.
with things to do,
No, it's not.
and that's not at all what it
No,
is.
it's not. That is
I mean,
true.
you could have just Googled.
Yeah, well, I had to go down there for work anyway. So.
No. So you were like, oh my god, this is the town where Glee happens. And he's like expecting like beautiful buildings and
Like I went there before they tore down the American Mall, back when it was just like a scene out of The Walking Dead, and I mean, it was like the whole town is just depressing. I was there the entire day till I found out there was this other side of town with like newer stuff. Like I ended up, it's Saturday afternoon. I ended up at the library at 4:00 because apparently
First of all,
that's
libraries
what
are
you
sweet.
do.
That's what you do. Go ahead.
What was that on the other side of town where there was stuff to do? The library?
No, that was downtown, but that was the only thing there was to do on a Saturday was go to
What's
the
on
library.
the other side of town, Teeple? We need to know.
Yeah.
The Olive
They
Garden.
had like
Olive
the ritzy white people suburban stuff.
That's where they had the Olive
What is
Garden
that?
and the Outback
Like a Target
Steakhouse.
and an Olive Garden. Is that
Yeah,
kind of
chain
cool?
chain stores, chain restaurants, all that stuff that you see that you're like, man, my town has no culture.
Applebee's.
That's the
Chili's.
fancy. That's the fancy part of Lima, where they got the Chili's, the Olive Garden, and the Outback. Go ahead, Jake.
Ooh,
This is
Outback's
the
good,
first I've
though.
ever heard of Glee being set in Lima.
I know. See,
Never had a clue.
and I watched it. I watched it religiously. Gina watched it religiously. Jake
I
watched
remember
it
it from like
religiously.
the first episode. They like talked about it.
Really?
I watched one episode once because I was on a date with a chick and I thought that would help seal the deal.
And did it?
Did it?
No.
I only watched the first season, I think.
You know, it's funny, Colleen. If I say someone's hot, a woman's hot, because it's going back to you're talking about Paul Walker and Anthony Bourdain. She'll always bring up if the person doesn't look like her. Oh, so if you think she's hot, there's no way you think that I'm hot because she doesn't look
God.
anything like me. I'm like, no, I think you're both
Your
hot.
wife crazy.
There is
That's
something about a woman who will
accurate.
sleep with you and you know it that makes her all more attractive.
Yes, that is true.
That's pretty much the lesson. If you'll touch my junk, you're the most beautiful woman in the world.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's get into some celebrity news. Demi Lovato got engaged to a guy named Max Eric on Malibu Beach. She said it was the best night of her life. He's 27. She's 29. I guess he's a Young and the Restless. Wait, no. Yeah, he's 29. She's 27. He's a Young and the Restless alum. I don't know who he is, but anyway, they got married or got engaged on Sunday. So congratulations.
Well, now he's Demi
wait, look.
Lovato's husband.
I know. He's Mr. Lovato.
Okay, can I tell you, like when I host shows and it's like really hot, I have two really bad Demi Lovato jokes I tell.
What?
These are bad, so please get offended. You should. The first, I start fanning myself like, Jesus, it's hotter in here than a spoon in Demi Lovato's apartment. And then everybody's like, oh. And then I'm like, oh, you stop. She had a crack house, she didn't live in a crack house. That was a crack home.
Wow.
You stick with the first one.
Yeah, the first
No, I
one's
do
funny.
both. They're
All right.
both good.
Both good. Jim Parsons. You know, The Big Bang Theory ended. It was the most watched show on television at the time. It was on for 12 seasons. It went away. 2019 was the last episode. And he says the reason that the show stopped is because he didn't renew his contract. And he is the star of the show. I mean, he's Sheldon. I don't watch it, but I mean, it's funny when I do tune it in every once in a while. And it's funny when I do. I just don't watch it very often. But he says that he was the one that said he wasn't going to do it anymore. That they would have kept going, but they said that the potential 13th season was ready to go. He said it was the first time in my life doing this show that occurred to me that I might want to do another contract. That not to do another contract after season 12 was up. I don't know if it's because I'm an Aries or just maybe I'm in touch with myself. Whatever it is, once I had that thought, it was like, well, that's your answer. And so
Touch with myself.
they didn't do a 13th
Are you talking
season.
about Sheldon?
Yes.
He was just on that Netflix show, Hollywood. Ryan Murphy made it, so it was
So
very
good.
gay and sexual.
It was.
Oh, but he was good. He was like this sleazy entertainment lawyer who was always trying to get off with the little guys.
I liked it. I liked it. It was very gay, though. I mean, but I'm guessing Hollywood. They say Hollywood was very secretly gay at that point. I mean, maybe it's secretly gay now. I mean, maybe it's not so secret anymore. I don't know. Some of the gay scenes did make me a little bit uncomfortable. I have to admit, even though I'm fine with it, I'm good with it. If you want to go bang
What
dudes,
gay scenes are you talking about in Big Bang Theory?
No. No.
That's why it was called Big Bang Theory.
The whole thing was. No. He was in a movie called Hollywood on Netflix.
Oh.
It was a series like
Yeah.
8 or 9 episodes, and they said there's gonna be season 2, and it was good, but it was super gay.
You don't
It
know
was super gay.
You don't know Uncomfortable, except like in the late '90s, early 2000s, watching Oz with your mother.
Why would you do that?
We didn't know.
Dude,
Well, you learned pretty quickly.
I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story. I was doing the morning show in Tucson, Arizona, and I just got the job in Flint, Michigan. No, I was
That explains a
no,
lot.
No, I wasn't in Tucson. When before I went to Flint, I was Des Moines, Iowa. I was in Des Moines, Iowa. That's what it was. I was in Des Moines, Iowa, and I got
Wait,
the
is this
job.
when you had the girlfriend that went for the fireman?
No, in Des Moines, yes,
Yes, it was.
But well, then it could have been Des Moines. God, where was I before Flint? Anyway, it was my stop.
First thing to go is the memory.
It was my stop before Flint, and then at the time, my ex-wife now, but at the time she was my girlfriend, and we're getting ready to move in together. So she was going through school and back home, and I had already moved to another job. But we were gonna come together in Flint, and and start living together, whatever. So that's the state that we picked to go to, Michigan. So I knew that Roger Moore had a movie about Flint. And
Michael Moore?
What I say, Roger Moore. Michael Moore had a movie about Flint, and so I said, look, before we move there, we're gonna watch this because it's I figure a movie about a city, it's got to be a good movie, right? Well, I didn't know that the movie was about the decline of Flint. That's what the whole movie was about. So her parents.
Oh my God! And then the rabbit lady who was like catch rabbits and skin them to eat.
Oh my God! Her parents, me, and Michelle sat down to watch this movie. And there's one point where they're showing all the boarded up houses and all the crime. And one lady's got rabbits, and she says, "For pet or meat." And there she's like,
Yes.
"You skin the rabbits and eat them." And I'm like, "Oh my God, what is going on?" And then at that point, her dad's like, "You're not moving there." He's like, so it was like
It would have been great. It would have been great if when the movie ended, you just looked over at her dad and be like, "We take real good care of her."
bro. It was so awkward. I'm like, because I'm thinking like I want to pump it up because you didn't hear good things about Flint, so I'm like, well, I know there was a movie about it, so that's got to be good. And that'll make it a little ease the transition.
This
a
is
little
why
bit.
you got to vet that stuff first, man.
You didn't think
This
to
is
read the
pre-Google, I
synopsis
think.
of it, like
Though there aren't a lot of movies about Flint. Name a movie about a city that's bad. I mean, that doesn't usually happen.
What about the movie In Like Flint?
I don't know.
That's bad.
Oh my God!
No, there aren't. Okay, name a movie about a city that's good, because every other movie about a city is like, look how many murders we have, and this hero cop's gonna save it all. I mean,
like documentary or
Well,
movie.
I think it was a documentary about
Yeah,
Flint.
documentary.
Seattle.
Typically, documentaries aren't about happy-go-lucky, happily ever after stuff.
Oh, now you tell me. I didn't know you back then. Thanks.
she hadn't
Gina.
been born yet, so
Shut up.
Duh.
Oh, anyway, good times. Flint was fun, and it didn't start out great though. All right. So before we wrap up for the day, does anyone got any final thoughts? Because I have something, but I want to save it and see if anyone else got anything they want to bring up before we wrap up for the night. Anything? Okay. So these
this is why we
pizza
should
is so
play in
good.
shows more.
these are cute facts that I came up with, that I found. These are 100% facts, but they're cute facts. Like, for instance, here's one for you. Otters hold hands when they float.
Oh, that's so true. Isn't that precious?
Isn't that cute? It's to keep them from floating away from each other while they sleep. True
First
story.
of all, I'm going to ruin all of your cute quotes because otters don't have hands; they have paws.
What
No,
a
they have
pain-
little hands.
what a pain in the ass. Oh, they hold paws, okay? Here's another one. Almost 30,000 rubber duckies were lost at sea in the 90s and are still being found today.
That one's about the trash iceberg. That's not a good one.
It's
That
kind
seems
of
like
How,
creepy.
how do you
it's
how
kind
do
of
you lose 30,000 rubber duckies?
it's kind of
How do you
like-
know a rubber
Oh
ducky
shit!
was
What
born
did I
in the
do with
90s?
those? I don't know where I put them.
Oh, the Pacific.
Come on, isn't it kind of nice to imagine thousands of little yellow rubber duckies out in the middle of the ocean?
No, that's terrible pollution.
I know. Usually,
Think of the turtles.
right, and the turtle has ingested them, and then they're dead turtles now. All right, you guys
I
are
just don't see a turtle eating a rubber ducky though.
That was not a cute fact, Andrew.
dolphins give each other specific names. They create them through making certain sounds to represent each dolphin. So each one.
Do you want to know something else about dolphins?
Yes.
They murder for fun, and they are. This is totally gross.
Shut up.
They like rape their victims for
Yeah.
fun. This is true. Google it.
Yeah, I've actually heard about dolphin rape before.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's pretty
so-
like literally common.
You guys are
So
you guys are the worst
so the
human
name-
beings.
The names they make up is like, you son of a bitch, you piece of shit. It's just in dolphin, so we don't know.
Okay, here's another one for you. You guys are just crapping all over my cute facts.
I like the one about otters.
Okay.
This is the most amazing segment we've ever done right now, so keep going.
Captain Crunch's first name is Horatio.
Oh, I actually knew that.
It's Horatio Magellan Crunch, to be exact.
He gay.
A single strand of spaghetti is technically called a spaghetto.
Stupid.
See, you can't say spaghetto.
Why though?
You can't say spaghetto without smiling. It's a cute.
Oh,
fact.
you can. When I used to work at Spaghetti Warehouse, we would call it spaghetto because it was like
From
really
a- from a
bad back
can?
then. Like, well, on Wednesdays they had a pasta special and salads. It was like for $4, and like you just got the worst people to come to the restaurant.
Spaghetti.
So everyone called it spaghetto.
All right, here's another one for you. Here's another cute fact.
Okay, first of all, spaghetto. I don't understand because it's the same amount of letters. It's not like it's shorter. What's the difference between spaghetto and spaghetti?
Ghetto. That's what I just now cracked up. It's ghetto.
Yeah, because
it was-
Dicky said because it was ghetto.
Then
Spaghetto.
wait, what does
ghetto.
that mean about SpaghettiOs?
20 minutes later, Sugar chimes in with laughing at Jake's joke.
All right, here you go. And more.
She's on a tape delay. Everyone just ignore.
I have more.
It's not a tape delay. We've read the comments.
It's not a tape delay, it's a vape delay.
Herbal treatments.
I have more cute facts for you. A newborn panda is smaller than a mouse. Imagine holding a teeny little tiny panda. That would make anyone.
Let me tell you
melt.
about these bitches that are pandas, though. We should have let them die out. They're too lazy to procreate. Like, they will not fuck because they're too lazy. Like that, they should have went extinct. I'm sorry.
Jim
Listen,
Jeffries has
don't
got a
come
great
for
bit on
pandas like
pandas.
that because I kind of feel them.
True.
What is it? What's he? What? There's a comedian that does the thing on.
Yeah,
pandas?
Jim Jeffries has a bit on pandas and how bad they suck because they won't. He's like his best line is that like they even put 2 pandas in a cage and they wouldn't do it. He's like, you put me in a cage with anything, and after 3 days, I'll F it.
All right, I've got 2 more for you. Here you go. German chocolate cake is actually just named after an American with the last name German. His name is Samuel German, and he's the one that made the delicious dessert. It has nothing to do with being German. That was
I feel
just
like
his
they
last name.
did that to confuse us on purpose. They knew what they were doing.
What if he actually pronounced it German and we've all been wrong?
Samuel German chocolate cake.
It's the same pronunciation as GIF instead of GIF.
Well, don't you start that. I will.
All right, and here you go. Finally, here you go. Herringfish. Herringfish
Disgusting.
communicate by passing gas. So does Gina.
I mean, that's how I communicate.
Are you sure it's true
I
or
was
is it just
literally
a red
about
herring?
to say, so do I.
I got a fun
Oh my
fact for
God,
you.
so does Gina.
I got a fun fact for you, Andrew.
Real quick, you could
He's so delayed right now, dude.
you could say they communicate through farting and bubbles, which is enough to make anyone giggle. See, there you go. Those are
I've got a fun fact for you,
all right,
Andrew.
all right. Is it cute fact? They're got to be cute facts, not just fun
It
facts.
has
They're
to
got to
be
be cute
Okay,
facts.
it depends on what type of person you are as to
Okay.
whether or not this is cute.
All right,
Average human will shed 40 pounds of skin throughout their lifetime.
that's not cute at all. What's
Aww.
Right?
Look
See,
at me
she
being
odd.
above average.
It's like
First of all,
steroid stuff.
If it could hurry the frick up, I'd like to lose 40 pounds.
Can we do it all at
So-
once? Yeah. You know,
Yeah, just in case you wanted to feel dirtier. There's your fun fact from Teefel.
I mean, why would I feel dirty about something that naturally happens?
Well, because like it usually happens at night.
all right. This portion of the show brought to you by Lufka All Natural Skincare. So when you're,
Speaking of skincare,
Bro.
when you're shedding your skin, rub Lufka All Natural stuff all over it. Household cleaners, reusable
What?
household products, natural toothpaste, body scrubs, soaps, lotions, essentials, so much more. Lufka, the Country Charm shops in Perrysburg.
I think that's the first time we've had the most appropriate ad following.
I know. Glick Electrical Service provides both commercial and residential clients. From installing simple light fixtures to installing generators at factories, they do it all. New Power Property Services. Get your house clean, get your apartment clean, get your business clean, get your restaurant clean. New Power Property Service. They can clean and disinfect. And Twice But Nice Retail Shop. They buy and sell baby equipment, toys, books, outerwear, clothes, formula, diapers, and much more. They have clothing for boys and girls 0 to 16. And they have Planet Fashion, which is teen and adult section in the store. Twice But Nice Retail Shop. All right, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Sugar Vermont, Jake Dickey, Gina from the South Side, Chris Tiefel. I'm Andrew Z. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. We'll see you Monday night, 9 o'clock. Bye, everybody.